And Elohim spoke all these words, saying, right off the bat, Yahweh clears up everything. Unfortunately, somehow people think this is the Mosaic law. Nope, it's Yah's law. Funny how some people made a religion on pretty much not following the laws. 2. I am Yah your Elohim, who brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim, out of the house of slavery. Yahweh is identifying himself and who he is to you. I find it interesting that an individual's house, inside and outside, tells a lot about a person and their mindset. You have no other gods before my face. We are supposed to be mini mishkans. So if Yah's spirit dwells within us, the very moment we make a god unto ourselves, we are subsequently turning it against Yah's face. You do not make for yourself a carved image or a likeness of that which is in the Shemayim above, or which is in the earth beneath, or which is in the waters under the earth. Anything can be made a god. Ideas, people, places, things, organizations, and nations. Pretty much anything you regard more than Yahweh. You do not bow down to them nor serve them, for I, Yah your Elohim, am a jealous God, visiting the wickedness of the fathers on the children to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me. I have a few points on this. 1. You can be a god unto yourself. 2. Yahweh is jealous in a deep, loving sense. Unfortunately, Lucifer and his minions take something with genuine meaning and corrupt it, i.e. the rainbow, Yah's sign of promise, gay, deep joy, and many others. 3. Yah visits your disgusting, vile behavior in his way and his time. Unfortunately for Christianity, a religion of convenience and confusion, there is no such thing as everlasting and ever-abounding grace, but showing kindness to thousands, to those who love me and guard my commands, just as fast, if not faster, to love, in contrast to punishment. I've done a lot of studying, a little studying in all major religions and their holy books. This Bible, and my Elohim is the only one who professes his love for his people. Do not bring the name of Yah your Elohim to naught, for Yah does not leave them unpunished who brings his name to naught. Bombshell, just 2 verses ago I said there is absolutely no mention in this Bible of everlasting grace. And if you think there is, sadly, you're reading this Bible with your own selfish agenda. You will not go unpunished, just as Adam did not go unpunished. Bringing Yahweh's name to nothing is a whole nother study, but I'll sum it up in my understanding. We are inconsiderate and ill-regarding as a people, as a congregation, as the Torah community, and as Israel. The stories I've heard and the things I've witnessed, we claim his name, wear the garbs, and talk the talk, keep the days, but we're bringing his name to nothing in our individual, nauseating behavior. And it's adding up as a community. The rest is very evident. We will not go unpunished. Remember the Shabbat day, the Kadosh. I'm going to dissect this. Remember, I've heard the phrase we are forgetful people, but because I'm tired of hiding behind words, I'm going to say it how it is. We're sick, self-seeking, and stubborn as Israelites. Yah chose us and knew what type of people we were and would turn out to be, hence why he says remember. Shabbat day, day of rest. In today's society, it's frowned upon to be at rest. Laziness and rest are 2 different things. A synonym for rest would be peace. But the Shabbat is much more than just a day. It's a sign between Yahweh and his people, to develop a closer relationship with him. From a secular point of view, almost like an anniversary, except we get to partake in it every week. To kadosh it, to set it apart, to distinct it from all the other days, to make it a day about Yah. 9. 6 days you laborers should do all your work. An aspect to the command of the Shabbat. Also, I believe we should be the hardest working people. For obvious reasons, we serve an Elohim who has many rules. We must work hard on guarding them. Yahweh has holy days. We must work hard to keep them. All of this, accompanied with doing things the right way, presents one fact. We need to work hard. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yah Elohim. Do not do any work. You, nor your son, nor your daughter, your male servant, nor female servant, nor cattle, nor strangers within your gates. This day is of him. This day is extremely important, and I'll explain more in the next verse. For in 6 days Yah made the Shemayim and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the 7th day. Therefore Yah barak the Shabbat day and kadosh it. There are 16 verses in the 10 commandments. That was a miss. I should have put 17. There is 17 verses in the 10 commandments. There is 4 verses dedicated to Shabbat. So about 25% of the covenant is pertaining to Shabbat. It is, in my opinion, one of the most important commandments, yet somehow the most forgotten, stepped on, overlooked, and excused commandment. As I'm writing this, I have shivers running up and down my spine. Yeshua kept the Shabbat, taught on Shabbat, went to synagogue on Shabbat. He states not one jot or tittle of the law is done away with till heaven and earth pass away. Yet I come across Christians who say Jesus is my Sabbath, Such a shame and a gender-ridden conclusion.